I got some good news. My painter showed up earlier today. We went ahead and went over some stuff on the Z on what I needed done and what I wanted done. He's going to go ahead and take care of everything that I want done. So what I'm going to do is start the change up right now. I'm going to go ahead and pull the wheels off, start prepping the car for little panels that need to be removed, because in 2 weeks the car will be leaving me for probably about a month. Alrighty, the wheels are off the car. It's already begun its stage of the change up. He broke it. Gosh, man, this car was clean today, and then they cut grass across the street and dusty already. Junk. Now that the wheels are off the car and it's going to be going into paint and body, I'm going to start doing light little cleaning work and stuff inside the wheel wells that I normally do. When I do pull my wheels off, I do like a deep clean in the wheel wells from like a bunch of road grime buildup, dust, dirt, whatever the case may be, rainwater, you know. It's just a part of my process. Get the car practically nice and cleaned up for my buddy to have a clean canvas to work with. That way it makes the process so much more simple during the paint work, body work that he's going to do. And I've got to pull my rear spoiler off, I've got to pull the side skirts off, I've got to pull the front bumper, lights, rear bumper, you know, the main things. I'm just going to go ahead and do all that for him. That way it makes the process so much more simple and quicker, because he's going to have my car for quite some time, and I want to make it you know, much more simple for him. So that's the goal. I don't know if this is the last time you will see the Z in a video, but this is definitely going to be one of the last times you see it stanced. I'm lifting the coilovers up for my painter, that way he can spray all in the wheel wells. It's going to go back to factory ride height. Car is going back on factories for the time being. But I'm so excited about the paint work, the body work too, mainly. There's a bunch of little blemishes everywhere that have been bugging me for some time, and now they're going to get fixed. I really can't wait to see the outcome of the car when it's finally done. Okay, I had to do this one time before one set of wheels leaves me. Maybe I do got a little bit of a problem. Maybe I got just a little bit of a problem. Yeah, I'm a little addicted. Hello again. This is a couple of days after the last clip that I just filmed, but as you can see, the car is now back on factory wheels, somewhat stock ride height, because my painter requested for my car to be high enough for him to access all the panels, which I totally understand. And now, as you can see, I've already started the process with taking my spoiler off. It looks horrible, and I found some more hidden gremlins, rust. This rust right here, and then I had to tape this off because a piece of rust actually broke through, and it rained the other night, and I didn't want too much water getting inside, so a little bit of water got in. But if you guys are ever gonna have to take your spoiler off your car, I'm gonna let you know right now, it was a job. This was a pain in the A. I have, you know, by myself, I was messing with it for about 2 hours because I was trying not to damage my hatch. But that didn't, you know, look at all the scratches. It's okay because the car is obviously getting painted, but geez, like, it was a job. And there's very little info on the on YouTube of how to remove it. But look, here's more rust right here. While I have the spoiler off, I'm gonna have my painter fill in all these holes, because these are tabs, these little push tabs that on the bottom of the spoiler that clip in, and I'm not going to go through that again. If I ever have to remove my spoiler to maintenance, these are getting blocked off. I'm going to have them fill them in. These two filled in. The only two areas that I'm going to keep are my bolt holes. This is a bolt-in hole right here, and this is a bolt-in hole right here, and then the other two bolt holes hold on to the third brake light. But I've got a little bit of work that I'm doing, just showing you guys the process again, keeping up with the process. I've got a little bit more work that I'm going to do. I've got to adjust my side skirts. These are still inside, still in type 3 side skirts. And I don't know if you guys can tell on the camera, but my door is actually like rubbing against the side skirt every time I close it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to sand some material off so that the door stops making contact with the side skirt every time I close it. So that way my painter can shoot my side skirts and I don't have to worry about this right here, because the first time that, once it comes out of paint and body, the first door close, boom, that's it. It's just going to scrape the paint right off, and I'm going to be looking like this all over again. So that's some work that I'm going to do. I've got to remove my front splitter. I've got a little bit of work that I'm going to do, so I'm going to go ahead and start on that. So I've also decided that I'm doing a rear windshield wiper delete, since the car is going to be redone, and as you can see, I've found quite a bit of little bitty rust gremlins since I've pulled off the spoiler. These are just access points for water to leak in the future, and I think I'm just going to go ahead and delete all them access points while I can by having my painter also block this off and fill this in. So this will be blocked off. It'll be one less thing to worry about in the future for rust. As to these two, water obviously gets underneath the spoiler if it's not sealed correctly, and it falls down into these holes, and over the time it creates moisture, rust, and, you know, so forth. But yeah, that's what I'm gonna go ahead and do. Deleted. And there's the windshield wiper. Right now I am sanding away some of the material on these still in type 3 side skirts, because they make contact with the bottom of the door every time I shut it. So my painter asked me if I can address a few things for him, that way it helps him out, which I don't mind. I don't mind doing light little stuff. But yeah, these were black, obviously. So every time I shut the door before, with the car being black, you couldn't really tell that some of the paint was being scraped off. But as soon as the car comes out of paint and body, and I put these side skirts on white, if I didn't shave this material off, the first door closed, it would have scraped the paint right off. Oh man, I'm dumb. I almost smashed my, well, I kind of did smash my light. It's okay. And it already feels better. Usually, like, there's area, like when you shut the door. Oh yeah, that material is not being touched no more. Right there, it would have got hung up if I would have done that before, just lightly. Okay, well, that was a little too late, but yeah, that material sanded down. I need to do a little bit more up here. I couldn't get my sanding gun that far forward because I'm in my garage. So I'll probably just have to hand sand up there in that corner, right there. It's probably easier if I take my side skirt off, which I think I'm going to address it a little bit more once I do pull the side skirts off. But right now I'm just trying to do the minimum. I should be using 80 grit to take more material off, but this 220 seems to be doing the job just fine. I don't want to take off too much material. I just want to take off just enough so my door doesn't make contact with the side skirt in the future. As long as we sand this material down just lightly, scuff it up. Actually, no, you know what? I did see a little bit of contact. I still see some contact, so when I shut the door just a little while ago. So I'm gonna have to address this a little bit more, probably with my gun. That'll probably help out a lot better. So much faster, but it gets away from me pretty quick. Got a lot of work done today. All the interior panels are practically out of the vehicle. I took out everything that he asked me to take out. Door cards, back garnishes to the hatch. Whatever these are, these plastic pieces. Gosh, my car looks crazy. Like, it is stripped. It is stripped. This is sanded down. Now I need to take the side skirts off. Do a little bit more work to the side skirts, just so I'm sure that nothing scrapes. Bumpers need to come off. Front bumper, headlights need to come off. I'll probably do a few more things. Rear bumper's coming off. I'm gonna let him take the tail lights out because I gotta drive the car to him. But other than that, everything is just about ready to go into paint and body. I need to lift up the rear end just probably another inch. One more inch, because it is a little low on the rear, and I want him to be able to spray, be able to get all the body work and sprayed in the wheel wells nicely. Oh, that's what I got to take off. I got to take off the center splash guards, or the front splash guards in the front, so that he can spray around the splash guard area. So I got a couple more things to do. The car is just about done, is almost ready for paint. We are that much closer. Might as well prep the hatch a little bit while we wait to be put into paint. Help speed up the process. Plus, I don't mind a little bit of handwork. A little bit of elbow grease. That's my style. Okay, so this video is going to be a bunch of random different clips, obviously, but here is the aftermath of the work on the Z. Door cards are out so that the doors can come off for paint. I sanded my side skirts. They need more sanding work, but that's a little bit of the work that's done, that they don't make contact as much with the door anymore. Just a little bit more touch up on that. I went ahead and prepped the hatch. All these holes, they will be getting filled in. I think I mentioned that. Windshield wiper delete. All the holes will be getting filled in. Side skirts need to come off. Front bumper, splash guards in the wheel wells need to come off. Rear bumper, I'm going to leave the lights on because I got to drive the vehicle to the paint shop. And once I get there, I might as well just pull them off for him. A couple other things I just can't think on the top of my head right now. Headlights, obviously. Minor little things, but as we're moving along, we're getting work done. And my garage is a mess because I've got everything everywhere. More work going down. Geez, the amount of bolts that this has taken just to get the rear bumper off was ridiculous. It was like 18, 19, 20 something bolts, including lights. And actually even more, because I had to undo all the interior just to get to the bolts that are along the frame rail inside. So, geez, what an amount of work just to get that sucker off. We're still going down with work, still doing a lot of stuff. Closer and closer every second we get. I'm gonna go ahead and pull my windshield. My door window trims off. I'm gonna try to pull my T-top trims off. You know, just trying to do as much as I can. That way, a lot of the body gets paint. I already took the windshield moldings off. I'm just being so scared and cautious with doing this because everything is so brittle since it's 30 plus years old, and I'm just real cautious on removing these. Like, don't be in a rush manner, because if you break that sucker, this seal kit on Z1 or Concept Z is like $900 for the complete kit. And then I got to figure out, I guess I'm gonna have to get an OEM rear hatch weather strip. I don't know if I'll be able to use my glass guy will be able to use his own strip. If you know, or if you've done this before, if you have aftermarket weather strip on your hatch, let me know, because that'll help me out. Because this strip right here is, I think it's like $229 just for this back hatch weather strip. So any bit of money that I can save would be awesome. But as of right now, that's the big factor for me, is trimmings. I don't want to break my trimmings because they're so old and they're expensive. And plus, mine are in really good shape. I mean, they're not that bad. They're just a little faded, but I can deal with that. Hooray! We've made it. The Z is at its last stage before it goes to paint this upcoming Friday. And it'll be gone from me for probably about a month. So this is all the work that's been done to the car just to get it ready for paint and body work. Just about all the weather stripping that I'm going to be needing is off. All the moldings to the doors, this molding, these moldings, the weather strip to the T-top. I mean, just about everything is already stripped. I've definitely done everything that he asked me to do, so it makes it easier. It looks crazy to see my Z like this, because it just doesn't look like my car no more. It really doesn't. If you guys follow me on Instagram, you've seen that I've been working on this all week long, just doing little stuff here and there. It was definitely this video that it's going to be probably a week's worth of just random clips. I know I didn't film a bunch of time lapse of the whole process, but this is the final stage I wanted to show you. This is gonna be the last video I upload before it comes back out of paint. Side skirts, my spoiler. I got all my trimmings in the garage, my bumpers, door panels over there. Just about anything and everything is off the car. All my weather strip, all my plastic panels, interior pieces. So yeah, this is gonna end this video. Wanted to give you guys the last form of the car before it leaves me, and I cannot wait to see when it comes out of paint and body. It's gonna be a whole different car. It's gonna be a whole different car, so yep. I'll see you guys in the next one, whenever that is, probably in a month or so. But if you follow me on Instagram, you'll see that I'm active. You'll probably be catching updates on the car as he's working on it.